Let's talk about prostate health. For so many guys, it's this quiet concern that ends up having a really loud impact on everyday life, on your well-being, and even your confidence. Today, we're going to dive into what the sources are saying about a supplement called Prostavive, which claims it can help with this exact issue.
The whole conversation really starts with this one simple but honestly super frustrating question. Is your day, your sleep, your entire social life basically dictated by knowing where the nearest restroom is at all times? Because that's the core problem that so many of the reviews we looked at kept bringing up.
And look, this isn't just some small inconvenience. The sources lay out a whole list of frustrations that just pile on top of each other. You've got the constant trips to the bathroom, day and night, that nagging feeling that you never quite empty your bladder. And what happens then? Well, your sleep gets wrecked, which just destroys your energy levels, and all of that is on top of this persistent discomfort. It's a cycle that, as the sources describe it, can really, really wear you down.
Now here's where it gets really real, the ripple effect. This quote from a partner just perfectly captures how a personal health issue quickly becomes a relationship issue. Life loses its spark, its spontaneity. Simple things like going for a long drive or just having a night out suddenly become a source of stress. It's not just one person's problem anymore. It's something that can really impact your shared freedom.
Okay, so we've laid out the problem, and it's a big one. That leads us to the next part. The solution that the sources we're looking at claim is all natural. So let's get into what Prostavive actually is and what it reportedly does.
So, what is this stuff? According to what we've seen, Prostavive is a dietary supplement that comes in a powder form. The main things to know are that you mix it into a drink, and its formula is described as a blend of natural ingredients. The goal? Supporting prostate health and just overall well-being for men.
So, how's it supposed to work? What's the secret sauce here? Well, the one thing that gets highlighted again and again in the reviews is this focus on improving blood flow. The whole idea they present is that good circulation is absolutely essential for your body to handle prostate cells the right way, and for the prostate to just function properly. And to back up this whole blood flow idea, one of the sources we looked at actually brings up research from Fukushima Medical University in Japan. Now, this source claims that the research connects better circulation with how the body manages prostate cells. The suggestion is that this could lead to better urine flow and help keep the prostate at a healthy size. And that all-natural idea really comes through when you look at what's supposedly inside. The sources point to a mix of ingredients, each with its own job. For example, they mention boron for general prostate support, ashwagandha for its hormone balancing properties, Panax ginseng for that energy and vigor boost, and nettle root, which is often tied to improving urine flow.
All right, so that's the how, but what about the what happens next? We've seen the problem, we've seen the proposed solution, so what are the actual results that users are reporting?
Man, this slide really tells the whole story, doesn't it? As presented in the reviews, of course. On one side, you have the before. The bad sleep, the constant worry, no energy, and strain on your relationship. And then, on the after side, you have the promised outcome. Restful nights, confidence is back, drive and performance are boosted, and that intimacy is rediscovered. It's really framed as a total shift from a life of limitations to a life with renewed energy.
And if you need to see how real that transformation can feel for someone, just listen to this. A partner says that not only did things get back to normal, but they actually got better than even when they were newlyweds. I mean, that speaks volumes about the kind of impact people are reporting when it comes to vigor, energy, and that connection with a partner.
So you might be thinking, all right, this sounds complicated, but actually the routine they describe seems incredibly simple. It's just 3 steps. Get the powder, mix 1 scoop into whatever you're drinking, and this is the part all the sources really hammer home. You have to take it consistently, every single day. The consensus seems to be that getting the best results really depends on that daily commitment.
Okay, let's talk brass tacks, the practical stuff. The sources are really clear about the buying process, and they include a pretty significant guarantee and a super important warning for anyone who's even thinking about trying it.
So, there's a big number you need to remember, 180. That's how many days the money-back guarantee lasts according to the reviews. This is basically positioned as your chance to try it out without as much financial risk. The deal is, if you use it and you don't get the results you want, you can reportedly ask for a full refund.
And listen up, because this is probably the single most important thing we found in all the reviews. Every single source was crystal clear and direct about this. Prostavive is only sold on its official website. They warn that because it's in high demand, fake sites have popped up. If you buy from anywhere else, you're not getting the real product, and you're not protected by that guarantee.
So, when you boil it all down, the sources we explored today lay out a pretty clear story. They start with a common set of frustrations around prostate health, and they point to this natural supplement as a potential fix. The big takeaways are the focus on blood flow, the all-natural ingredients, and that 180-day guarantee. But maybe the biggest takeaway of all is the warning to only get the authentic product from the official website.